Hey guys, what's going on? Paul here. Welcome back to another Cardano video. So let's take a look at some of the main talking points from Cardano over the last week. The Cardano Foundation put out a summary of everything that happened in May. We'll look at that. NFT Maker had some interesting updates, Cardano at Consensus, World Mobile, and a few other things as well. I will put timestamps down below as usual if you want to go to certain sections. Do give the video a share if you think others can benefit. Give it a like, leave a comment below, even one for the algorithm. I do appreciate it. Let's jump into it. Okay, so we'll start out here with the Cardano Foundation monthly wrap-up of on-chain data. So you can see they've put this nice graphic together. It starts out with Project Catalyst. Fund 8 has been completed now, and that leaves us with 947 proposals funded throughout the life cycle of Catalyst, which is a great milestone to get to, but there's lots more can be done there. I think Catalyst, I will try and put a video together on that fairly soon. The process isn't just as simple as it hopefully will be in the future, but I'll talk a bit more about that when I put a video together. So you can see here transactions are up. Native tokens, another big milestone was hit. There are now over 5 million native tokens on the Cardano blockchain, which is great to see, and growing daily and growing faster as things go. Wallets, 3.3 million wallets now on Cardano. Delegated wallets, you can see over 1 million as well. Pluto scripts continually growing. This is the number of smart contracts on the Cardano blockchain. The percentage of ADA staked is down slightly, down by 1.35% this in the month of May, but still over 70% of ADA remains staked even in the current market. Stake pools down slightly as well, just under 1% down, and the policies created is nearly at 55,000 policies now created on Cardano as well. And anyone interested in diving deeper into the statistics, a lot of these come from Cardano Blockchain Insights. This is the website for you if you're looking for stats and a deeper dive into everything that's happening on top of Cardano from a data standpoint. So I'll probably do a video on this fairly soon, looking at some of the metrics on this as well, but this here is a really good resource to keep an eye on. So something else to come out over the last week as well was Kraken put out a report, so survival mode, and they're talking about on-chain data for different layer 1 blockchains, and I'll leave a link to this one down below. So it looks at back in May and then at April and May. So this is the May summary. So it's what happened in May, but they also look at year to date as well. And you can see market dominance. Back in January, ADA was at 1.8%. And right now we're standing at 1.6%, which considering the market conditions isn't bad at all. And in the month of April, ADA was the only one to actually grow here, going from 1.3% up to 1.6%. Wouldn't read a whole lot into that right now. So then looking at transaction fees, we see ADA isn't included here because the transaction fees collected are probably too small to be up on this chart at all. Now that is good that we have low transaction fees on ADA, but in terms of staking rewards and everything like that, transaction fees do make up that, but I'll cover that deeper when I put that video out. Next up, we have the on-chain, daily on-chain transfer volume, so a 7-day moving average. Looking at ADA, if we look year to date, the on-chain transfer volume for ADA is up 369%. Every other blockchain that they've looked at here, Bitcoin, Ethereum, DOT, Doge, and Algo, are all way down. Algo way down, Doge way down, Bitcoin not too bad, slightly down, and in the current market conditions generally you would expect things to be down. If we look at the difference from April to May, May looks to have been fairly quiet. You can see even ADA is way down on what it was in April, but I would expect as things go towards the Vassal hard fork, this will probably pick up again as well. When we look at the report in July, we'll look at the June report, and I would expect to see the ADA one back up again, but good to see the growth year to date so far, which is the first 5 months of this year. Okay, and if we keep scrolling down, you have daily new addresses, and I'll put the link to this below for anyone who wants to check it out. If we look at total daily transactions on chain, again this is showing growth for Cardano, for ADA. If you look at January to currently May, you can see year to date up 8%, Bitcoin up 11%, and then everything else way down. Month on month, we are down slightly, well, down a decent bit, down 18% between the end of April and the end of May. We'll take a look again at this in July to see how June works out with everything happening with the Vassal hard fork. But overall, 8% on the first 5 months of the year is good to see, especially with a lot of interest dying down in crypto right now. So I don't think there was a huge amount. This one here, actually, we'll look at this one and then I'll move on. This one was interesting. This is the circulating supply growth. So this is how much new supply has come into the market for each chain. If we look at Near, you hear a lot of people talking about Near and that it is a really good blockchain to get invested in and to look at. It's one that I don't personally own right now, but I do know lots of people who really like it. If you look here, the year to date, the total circulating supply for Near has increased by 17%, which is a huge increase. AVAX, you can see here, is up nearly 11%. So there's nearly 11% more AVAX in circulation now compared to the start of the year. Solana, 10%, Algo, 7.6%, DOT, 3.5%, ADA, 1.5%, Ethereum, 0.8%, and Bitcoin, 0.7%. So ADA is very low on this. There's only 1.5% more ADA in circulation now than at the start of the year. So this is good. There's also the effect that this comes down to staking rewards as well, because for the top few chains here that have the biggest growth increase, if you look at the returns you get for staking these, then that kind of tells you where it's coming from, because a lot of this here is coming from staking. There might be some unlocks as well, but a lot of that comes from staking on the chain. They give bigger rewards, but that does lead to increased circulation or circulating supply. And when there's more supply, generally that has an effect on the price as well. So ADA, again, I won't dive deeper here, but when I get into the video looking at staking rewards and the future of it, then we'll talk a bit more about that 1.5% there as well, in terms of how that reflects back to Cardano staking rewards. So moving on then to, some people put this down as hopium and all that type of stuff, but Charles put out a post about, he was just off a research call and he thinks that everyone will be pleased about some genuinely amazing things coming together for input endorsers. Now, in summary, someone asked about to break it down what this means. Super fast Cardano is how he describes it. Anyone who follows the Cardano 360s as well, you will see John Woods has talked about input endorsers as well. And you see when he talks about them, he gets a bit excited about it and what it's going to bring to the chain. So I'll try and put something together on that. And John is definitely someone I'd love to bring onto the channel at some point as well, to talk about all the technical side of Cardano, because he really does have a great way of breaking things down. So I'll see, can I make that happen at some point as well. NFT Maker has brought on another aspect to really help onboard people. I've seen one or two negative comments about this. Why would someone pay with a credit card? That's what they've added, is that when a mint is being done on NFT Maker now, you can actually use credit card to pay for the NFTs, which I think is a great way to bring it in, because there's lots of people out there who want to get into NFTs but don't actually understand blockchain yet. And if Cardano has an aspect like this where they can come in, they don't have to own any ADA to get involved. They come in, they buy their NFTs using a credit card, and what NFT Maker does is they set up a wallet, a paper wallet, and give them the seed phrase for that. So the next step that they have to do then is to actually restore that wallet somewhere else. So they need to start understanding Cardano then, go and restore that wallet, and then they have access to their NFT. So again, I think this is a really good aspect to have, and great to see NFT Maker pushing this out there. And on NFT Maker, they are also bringing Martin Lawrence over to Cardano. So they are starting up a partnership, and there will be some NFTs there as well. Not sure the full details yet, but there is a Twitter Spaces next Tuesday with Martin Lawrence, Charles, and Patrick from NFT Maker. Great to see more people taking notice of Cardano as well. I know some people say about celebrities and we don't want them, but when someone like this comes into the ecosystem, it widens the audience that starts to look at Cardano and starts to take notice of it as well. So this is good in the overall picture. So again, Patrick is someone I must try and bring back on the channel at some point. I had him on well over a year ago, I'd say now. So we're definitely due a catch up to see everything that's going on in the space for NFT Maker. So then on Consensus, we've heard a lot about Cardano going to Consensus. They have a meetup the day before. Consensus is one of the biggest blockchain events of the year. So anyone going to Consensus, make sure you check out the Cardano event happening on the 8th. Unfortunately, I won't be able to make it, but you can go over here and you can register to go to the event for free. You can see 1,400 people have already registered as attendees. Kind of sorry now that I didn't arrange that in advance to go there. So we look at World Mobile then. So World Mobile brought out a few updates this week as well. So they gave a summary. They are expanding out into the US, brought on new team members as well. So good to see. Again, I'll leave the link to this down below. Also, they have their EarthNode auctions running at the minute. You can see the current auction that's going right here. The current bid is 31,000 WMT. These are starting to really hot up now. You can see there's nearly 14 hours left for this auction, and there's already 31,000 WMT on this. If we look at the finished auctions, you look at what they've been going for so far. We see one went here for 26,000. I think there's one for 24,000, and the rest are all over 30,000, and they seem to be getting more expensive as they go. I have heard between 80 and 100 nodes will come up for auction, so it's going to be interesting to see how the later ones go as well. I was hoping to maybe pick up a second node myself, but I'll be watching for the next while to see how the next 10 or 20 auctions go and see what kind of prices come in there. I do already have one reserved, so I will definitely be running an Earth node for World Mobile when it starts. So I will have more details on that as soon as we find out some of the details around the specs that are needed, as well as a mainnet launch. Something else just to point out here is Surash has done another really good thread over on Twitter. Something like this I might even be able to turn into a bit of a video as well, but I'm not going to read through this here, but I'll leave links to it down below for anyone who wants to check it out. So this is looking at Ethereum's account-based model and smart contracts in Solidity, so versus Cardano's EUTXO model and Plutus. So I'll leave the links down below for anyone who wants to look into some of the details. I know I've discussed them on a high level here before, but anyone who wants more details on that can check out that thread there. And to close it out, for anyone in Ireland, there is going to be an Irish meetup. The Cardano Clans, this was an NFT collection on Cardano. They're having a meetup in Dublin on the 22nd to the 24th of July. Haven't got the full details on it yet, but that is the weekend it is going to happen. I do hold some Cardano Clans, and I think that is your ticket into the event. They are available on JPEG Store for anyone who wants to get one, and hopefully I'll be able to be there and meet lots of people in the Irish Cardano community as well. If this video has been useful, please do share it out, give the video a like, comment below, and I will talk to you soon. Thanks for watching.